Dear all, 2020 has been a year like no other. When we think back to how the year began, we had no idea what was around the corner or the extent of change that was needed, just so we could keep going from day to day. Jerroms began the year in a good position on the back of a very successful 2019. Our expectation was more of the same. Having acquired Paul Heaven's Blue Sky team in late 2019, our new corporate finance division offered additional opportunities to our clients for a wide range of services. The first 11 weeks of 2020 were much like any other and involved socialising, holidaying and other activities we took for granted. But as the pandemic gained traction at an alarming pace, the world changed unrecognisably, and on the 23rd of March we faced one of the biggest challenges when we entered our first national lockdown. Like all business owners, we were in a place of immense uncertainty, and I, like many others, had great difficulty in knowing the right thing to do to protect us from this threat. We feared the business could go backwards and we'd lose all the hard-earned success of 2019. Fortunately, we quickly learned that our staff and clients were extremely resilient and adapted well to this new norm. Our knowledge and use of IT leapt forward as our homes became our new workplaces. Up until a year ago, we'd barely heard of Zoom or Teams, but now we use video conferencing to such an extent it's become second nature to us all. We are proud of the close working relationships we share with our clients, and it is because of this that we're able to guide them through the wave of new support measures introduced by the government. From furlough claims to bounce back loan applications, we were on hand to help them in any way needed. Our client communications increased, sometimes daily, and we switched our seminars to webinars with great success, helping with areas like grant applications, VAT updates and preparing Brexit. As I sit here, negotiations still rumble on. These were well received by clients with lots of positive feedback, leading to us gaining some new clients. Despite the many challenges we faced, our day-to-day business continued. But on a personal level, our trainees and those sitting exams endured great difficulty with disruption to their learning. Those who would normally learn in a classroom on a one-to-one basis quickly found new methods. Knowledge was still enhanced and examinations passed. This is a credit to them, and particularly to Paul Carpenter and Dan Roberts, who have celebrated gaining their professional qualification this year. The lockdown ended on the 4th of July, enabling us to return to the offices. Keeping everyone safe was our absolute priority, and we implemented many different measures to achieve this, including setting out a rota system to enable everyone to return to the office on the same level. After so many months apart, it meant for a lot of us to be back as a team, even if it was only 50% at any one time. Despite these obstacles, we successfully concluded our negotiations with our colleagues from Harb & Barker. And I'm delighted that David, Paul, Jane and their team are with us on this journey. As a result, we now have also a third office based in Coleshill, to add to Blythe Valley and Bromsgrove. Of course, the country once again returned to lockdown on 5th of November. Only ended recently on 2nd December. With these long nights drawing in, this certainly became more challenging. But a new vaccine brings hope that some sort of return to normality is on our horizon. Over the year, our membership of Russell Bedford International has produced inward and outward referrals from and to places such as Ireland, Hungary and Australia. Despite such difficult times, it is a privilege to be part of this network and to see how we continue to work together despite challenges we all face. As part of our membership, we're also subject to a review of our auditing standards, and we're delighted to have been awarded the highest accolade, 8F status. Recognising the excellent work to our audit team, well done to you all. Despite the impact of COVID and all the restrictions placed upon us, our business has continued to grow against all the odds. This in addition to the pipeline of new work held by Jerroms Corporate Finance, Jerroms Financial Planning and Jerroms Mortgage and Finance. Across all business services, we're expecting to post the highest turnover ever produced by the Jerroms Group. This is an incredible achievement considering these past 10 months. This is some results of some very hard work and serious investment. We continue to recruit new members of the team, including some strategic appointments in Bromsgrove and Jerroms Financial Planning. We are pleased now to have over 130 employees across the group at all office locations. This year has undoubtedly affected us all on a personal level as well. We've had to adapt to our social lives. So Zoom quizzes and competitions became a replacement to other activities. We'd like to congratulate Soban and getting married in this difficult year. In addition, Martin, Amy, Hannah and Chetna on their new additions to their families. This year has been like no other in our lifetime. We've come through it so much better than we could have ever anticipated. And I believe we are stronger for it. So I'd like to put on record my thanks to you all for the tremendous support, the role played by each and every one of you in helping us achieve everything we have this year. I count myself extremely fortunate to work alongside you all and to have got the position in spite of the obstacles in our way. This is really an amazing achievement. So what does 2021 hold for us at Jerroms? I really do believe that we're in our strongest position ever. Now that we've gained our third office location, we are presently in legals to acquire a new office that personally built for 2021 in Kozel, which we hope to move by probably the end of spring. In Bromsgrove, we are improving our environmental footprint by fitting solar panels. We'll also be looking to acquire more space by taking over the tenants' area when their lease expires in 2021. This will enable us to review our way of using this office for the future. And finally, at Blythe Valley, we'll be looking to invest in the outside space for more social occasions when we're out of COVID measures. Christmas is a time of reflection, and one of the key things we've learned from everything that has happened this year is empathy, and how we can all play our part in helping and supporting others in time of difficulty. We recognise we are in a privileged position compared to many, and during 2021, we'd like to go much further in redressing this balance. So, we're looking to launch a new fundraising effort to help and benefit those less fortunate than ourselves. It would be fantastic if this was something that was led by our staff. So those of you who would be interested in volunteering and becoming part of this new venture, please let us know by speaking to any of the directors. Lastly, I'd like to thank you all again for your efforts this year. I look forward to continuing to work together as we look forward to what 2021 will bring. Festive wishes to you all.